Sophie Cunningham was picked 13th in the 2019 WNBA draft, and almost nobody cared. Second-round picks are usually forgotten by the next day. Scouts didn't think the farm girl from Missouri would last one season. They were dead wrong. Today, Sophie is worth $2 million. She shoots 43% from three-point range. She's one of the toughest players in the entire WNBA. The girl who rode horses and did farm chores before sunrise became a professional athlete millionaire. But here's the crazy part. She's still the same person. The Missouri farm values that made her wake up early for chores are exactly what made her rich playing basketball. From unwanted draft pick to WNBA star, this is Sophie Cunningham's real story of money, family, and success. That success started on a Missouri farm. Sophie Elizabeth Cunningham was born August 16, 1996 in Columbia, Missouri. Her parents, Jim and Paula, were both college athletes at Mizzou. Dad played football, mom ran track. Athletics was the family language. Sophie grew up on a rural farm with her older sister, Lindsay. Farm life taught lessons no coach could replicate. Waking early, doing chores before school, riding horses bareback. Physical labor built endurance. Farm isolation built self-reliance. Most athlete stories start in gyms. Sophie started in a barn, feeding animals and learning that hard work doesn't come with applause. The farm didn't make her a basketball player. It made her the kind of person who becomes one. At Rockbridge High School, that farm mentality met something it could channel. That farm mentality created something special at Rockbridge High School. Sophie played both basketball and volleyball, but basketball made her a local legend. She led her team to 4 consecutive Missouri State championships. 4 years, 4 titles, 0 seasons without a championship. In high school basketball, where rosters change constantly and one bad game ends everything, winning 4 straight requires more than talent. You need to make every teammate better. Her success earned McDonald's All-American honors, one of the most prestigious awards in high school basketball. Big programs across the country wanted her. She chose to stay home at University of Missouri, where her parents competed and her sister played. Staying home wasn't the flashy choice. Bigger programs with TV contracts were available. But Sophie chose Mizzou because Missouri wasn't just where she grew up, it was who she was. At Mizzou, she would build something permanent. She didn't just build something permanent, she shattered records. Sophie became the program's all-time leading scorer with 2,187 points, a record that may stand for decades. The awards kept coming: SEC Freshman of the Year, 3-time All-SEC First Team, program records for free throws and three-pointers. In 2019, she became the first Mizzou player ever named AP and USBWA Third-Team All-American. 2,187 points, first in program history. This wasn't one spectacular season. It was 4 years of showing up every game, every practice, producing at the highest level the program had ever seen. Sophie could have transferred to bigger programs where the spotlight was brighter. She stayed. She broke records. She made history. In 2025, they put her in Mizzou's Hall of Fame. In the state where she was born, the university where her parents competed. The WNBA would test whether that legend could survive at the highest level. In the 2019 WNBA draft, Sophie was picked 13th overall in the second round by the Phoenix Mercury. Not the first round, not a lottery pick. The second round, where players arrive with lower expectations and shorter leashes. Second-round picks face simple reality. Roster spots are limited, competition is elite, and nobody waits for you to develop. You prove yourself quickly or get replaced. Sophie arrived in Phoenix and immediately carved out a role through shooting, physical defense, and energy. The Mercury roster included Diana Taurasi, Brittney Griner, and DeWanna Bonner, 3 of the most decorated players in WNBA history. Sophie wasn't expected to be a star. She was expected to contribute and delivered from day one. Most second-round picks are forgotten within 2 seasons. Sophie Cunningham is now a 7-year veteran with career-high stats and reputation as one of the league's toughest players. In early 2025, a trade changed everything. Sophie joined the Indiana Fever in a multi-team trade after 6 seasons in Phoenix. She was joining a young team that needed exactly what she brings: veteran leadership, shooting, and toughness. The trade could have been a step down. Instead, Sophie turned it into the best season of her career. At age 29, she posted career-high shooting percentages: 46.9% from the field and 43.2% from three-point range. She averaged 8.6 points, 3.5 rebounds, plus steals and defense that don't show up in box scores. She signed a one-year deal worth about $100,000. Modest by professional sports standards, but her value was measured in something salary can't capture. The veteran who held the locker room together, who mentored younger players, who showed up every night ready for dirty work. Most players peak in their mid-20s. Sophie posted career highs at 29. Proof her game isn't built on athleticism that fades, but on skill and toughness that improve with experience. Off the court, her life is built on something basketball alone can't explain. That something is faith and family. Sophie is a proud Christian who openly credits God for her confidence, success, and positive energy. She says faith keeps her grounded amid the pressures of professional basketball. Family remains her biggest anchor. She's extremely close with her parents Jim and Paula and sister Lindsay. She credits their athletic background and farm upbringing for shaping her competitive fire. The Cunningham family isn't just supportive, they're the reason Sophie plays with gratitude, toughness, and refusal to quit. She co-founded the Sophie Cunningham Classic with her sister and legendary Missouri coach Norm Stewart. This event promotes girls basketball in Missouri and creates opportunities for young female athletes. The Classic isn't a sponsorship deal, it's a personal mission. In a league where personal brands are built on social media and off-court glamour, Sophie's brand is built on faith, family, and Missouri values. Her financial picture tells the story of an athlete who handles money the same way she handles the ball. Sophie handles money with the same discipline she learned on the farm. Her estimated net worth sits at approximately $2 million as of 2026. For a second-round draft pick that represents smart financial management across 7 professional seasons. Her income streams are diversified. WNBA contracts including her $100,000 Fever deal, overseas play during off-seasons, endorsement partnerships with Adidas, Arby's, and Ring, plus growing media work including her Show Me Something podcast and TV broadcasting. She's not earning NBA-level money. WNBA salaries remain a fraction of their male counterparts. But Sophie has built wealth smartly by stacking income streams, maintaining low overhead, and investing time in media opportunities that will generate revenue long after her playing career ends. $2 million won't make headlines next to NBA contracts. But for a woman who grew up on a farm, was drafted in the second round, and never been the highest paid player, this represents financial independence built through discipline, not luck. Her lifestyle choices reflect something even rarer in professional sports. That rarer thing is authenticity. Sophie lives a practical, no-frills lifestyle that matches her blue-collar Missouri roots. She splits time between Arizona from her Mercury years, Florida, where she's considering buying a house, and the family farm in Missouri. Her setup stays functional and comfortable, designed for training and recovery rather than luxury flexing. Vehicle choices are reliable and low-key. Nothing flashy, just what gets the job done. No mansion tours, no car collection videos, no designer wardrobe showcases. She maintains strong conditioning with disciplined training, shooting drills, and defensive work. She's spoken about the mental side of basketball, staying locked in through long seasons and the importance of balance between performance and rest. In a sports culture that rewards visibility over substance, Sophie's lifestyle is a quiet rebellion, proof you don't need luxury brands to build a respected career. Her lifestyle matches her game, efficient, tough, and built for durability, not display. Sophie's personal life reflects the same intentional privacy. That intentional privacy extends to her personal relationships. Sophie keeps her dating life relatively private and has joked on social media about focusing on basketball and faith rather than relationships. She was previously linked to Jacob Knight, a former Missouri dual-sport athlete, around 2019 to 2020. That relationship ended, and she's stayed single since. She's chosen to pour her energy into her career and family rather than pursuing public relationships, a decision that feels refreshingly intentional in a world of celebrity couples and public romances. No children yet, no public partner, no drama. The privacy isn't avoidance, it's priority management. Sophie has repeatedly emphasized that her faith, her family, and her basketball career are the 3 pillars of her life. Relationships will happen when they happen. Meanwhile, she's building a career, media presence, and legacy that will outlast any individual season. In professional sports, personal lives become public property. Sophie has managed to keep hers exactly as private as she wants, without drama, without explanation, and without apology. Sophie is building something beyond basketball that ensures her impact lasts. Sophie's impact goes beyond basketball courts. Her Show Me Something podcast gives her a media platform. Her broadcasting work with USA Network builds a post-playing career. And the Sophie Cunningham Classic creates opportunities for the next generation of girls basketball players in Missouri. She's inspiring young players, especially girls from smaller markets or farm backgrounds, showing you can succeed through grit, shooting, and defense without being the flashiest player. She's helping change the conversation about role players and veterans who make teams better. Her honors tell the story: Mizzou all-time leading scorer, SEC Freshman of the Year, 3-time All-SEC First Team, first Mizzou All-American in program history, McDonald's All-American, key contributor to the Fever's 2025 Commissioner's Cup Championship, Mizzou Hall of Fame inductee. Sophie is the player every team wants, ready to defend, shoot, lead, and put the team first. She didn't succeed by changing who she was. She succeeded by never changing, carrying the farm, the faith, and the family values from Missouri all the way to the WNBA. From a Missouri farm to the WNBA. From a second-round pick to a Hall of Famer. From $0 to $2 million. Sophie Cunningham's story carries a lesson for everyone. Sophie Cunningham's story isn't about a superstar who dominated from day one. It's about a farm girl from Missouri who was never the most recruited, never the highest draft pick, never the most paid player, and still built a $2 million fortune through hard work, discipline, faith, and loyalty. The most impressive thing about Sophie isn't any single stat. It's the consistency. The woman shooting career highs at 29 is the same person who did farm chores before school at 8. She didn't reinvent herself. She didn't chase trends. She just kept doing what the farm taught her. Show up, work hard, and don't complain. Her career proves you don't need to be the most talented or most hyped player. You need to be the most reliable, the person who shows up daily, does the work others won't, and stays grounded when the spotlight moves on. That's the farm mentality, and it works at every level. From a Missouri farm to 4 state championships, to Mizzou's all-time scorer with 2,187 points, to second-round draft pick to career highs at 29, to a $2 million net worth. You've seen the complete story of Sophie Cunningham's partner: age, career, family, house, net worth, and lifestyle. This isn't just a sports profile. It's a blueprint for building a career on authenticity and proving that substance beats flash every time. If Sophie's story fired you up, hit that like button and subscribe. What's your favorite Sophie moment? A clutch three-pointer? The Mizzou record? Who should we cover next? Drop your answer below.